time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars and LaBelle Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinals, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Stanford ready to kick it away to start this game. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So BYU's offense will get the first crack at it here. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Looking to throw, it's Patterson. Snagged in the middle, it's Roberts. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the left side. Got the first down and more. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, BYU!
I tell you what, this offense, man, we got a small sample size. We only had one game where they were unbelievable last game, but another score early in this football game. This offense is looking like a force to be reckoned with.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he finished off the drive with a 30-yard scoring scamper. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Cardinal offense will get its first chance now. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football. And one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position. And these are two of the best in the entire country.
Third down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing fires one high and deep. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has some setup at the 16. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one, and he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way. So he's showing you right now. He is dialed in, locked in. Really nice job on that coverage.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he's going to go down at the 1. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Calls for the fair catch, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. Running back searching for a hole. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the 1st down?
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
They made the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Cougars can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Right on the money. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs 1st down, and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. He makes the grab. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Patterson. Out of the backfield, he's open. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Stop me when you've heard this before. 1st down. 1st down. 1st down. Just continuing to put 1st downs together. So far, this defense just can't find any answers.
Unloads to the wideout. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. So now it's 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to power their way ahead. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. BYU trying to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Grab near the sticks. It's Ryan. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Bring in the heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. We've reached the break. BYU is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. They'll leave it with him. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Scanning the field, it's Patterson. Makes the grab. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Well, I love the job in coverage there. Sure, the guy made the catch, but right away the defender able to bring him down. No possibility of yak on that play.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He caught it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. The Cardinal pen deep in their own end, looking for a little room here on 1st down. He leaves it with his back. Powers through the defender. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. On the run, it's Ford. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. That's the thing about this offense. You think you've got them backed up, and then you don't. 1st and 10 from inside the 50. The sweet feet buy a little time.
Defense is all about creating negative plays. And he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off. He gets a positive gain.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on 3rd down. They get to him as he throws. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one. A 57-yard attempt. 57 yards out, and he powers it through the uprights. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. SMU rolled to victory today in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Dropping back, it's Patterson. Got his man.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. It's complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. BYU with the 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Roberts. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Cougars had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Got it in the middle. It's Martin. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Quarterback sneaks ahead. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Well, let's not make football hard. The quarterback sneak has worked, and it continues to work. Keep using it until they stop it on those short yardage plays.
BYU lines up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
In the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen, but you could tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing the 3rd down.
Under fire. Let's it go to the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture after such a long drive. So many 1st downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. 4th down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with the touchdown.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Fighting to get it out of the end zone, and I don't think he made it. He did not. It's a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the save.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking to throw, it's Patterson. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this 1st half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on 3rd down. They just want to make the home run, highlight type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football.
Turning it on! And they swarm him under. BYU right back to the line. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Roberts. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Phillips. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
A strike downfield. Touchdown, BYU! A great catch and run for 6.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Looking downfield, it's Patterson. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Irvin. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime updates.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Provo. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to our broadcast team inside LaVell Edwards Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. Trying to set the tone with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Brown wants to pass. Makes the grab over the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. 3rd down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. Flips it out on the screen. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Last time they had it, just an aerial assault. Precision execution, moved right down the field and put it in the end zone. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the 3rd quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
Throws to the wideout. That's reeled in. It's Hagan. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. This is an area of the field where it's really advantageous to just go for it. Here's a heat. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Great job by the defense there. They were not caught off guard in that situation on the field. This offense might decide to go for it on 4th down. They're going to make the play. Their offense now takes over. And if I'm the play caller here, I am taking a shot. In a sudden change situation, let me see if I can throw one deep and make this team pay for not getting that 4th down.
Lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Unloads to the right. He's got it. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Brown will throw it. Finds the tight end.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Going to swing it on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. And the holder will place it down on the left hash, a 47-yard try coming. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Penn State delivered the knockout blow, and I think the defense might have been the story here. LeVar Arrington, Shane Conlon, Jack Ham. There's another stud there at linebacker U. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Martin. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And nice job on second down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
To the air, it's Patterson. Looking for the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy wasn't
running free. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. On 1st and goal, let's see if BYU can score here. He wants to throw it. Back's looking for the goal line. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
When an offense starts to get inside the 5, defensively, I get more and more aggressive. I get closer and closer to my guy. I got to understand that ball comes out and it's tight windows. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Second down, he'll throw it. Touchdown, Cougar! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. Taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. Dropping back, it's Patterson. incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Going right to work up top. Rushes on him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. They want to run this quarterback.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Caught near the sticks. It's Irvin. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Quarterback on the keeper. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Second down, they'll go to the air. Unleashes one. He makes a catch. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Stand to the game, and we'll start with the first down. Brown wants to pass. Good timing on the quick out. There he goes. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. They'll throw it from the red zone. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw again. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
And they get the completion, and they get out of bounds, which is obviously important to stop the clock. But what's really important now is it's fourth down. And that made it more manageable, but obviously the clock is not as important as making sure you can...
And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down. Leaves it with the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Robles. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. On a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter. Surprise, surprise. Guess who they go to? That guy.
They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
Hands it off. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Cougars. And the route is on.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, the score is 28-6. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Brown will throw it. Pressure coming. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on 2nd down. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks. That's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response. Just a sack party.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, going to the air. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Running to the left. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Brown wants to pass. He's taking a deep shot. Hauls it in down the sideline. Off and running. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Stanford quickly to the line. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. They'll immediately call timeout. Stanford comes up with a first and goal. They just keep firing. Trying to set up the screen. Touchdown, Cardinal! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him.
Oh, he's got some space. Finally out of bounds at the 21-yard line after the big run. Just outside the red zone, first and 10 from the 21. Might as well give it to him again. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just...
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
Making side adjustments here. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Back open in the middle. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be fourth down.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. Third in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that third down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports.